Welcome to the Tales to Inspire podcast. Before we get started on this episode, I would like to invite you to our community so that you can hear more stories to inspire change within your life and positive change within the systems in which we live. All I want you to do is to click on the subscribe button. Your comments mean the world to us with anything that's resonated with you, and I absolutely love your support. I can't wait to go on this journey alongside you. Thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get into today's episode. Today, our bite-sized episode is with Raji Sundar.
Hi, I'm Raji Sundar, and this is my tale to inspire.
Raji, can you tell me a little bit about why is movement so important for human beings?
Movement is an integral part of your life, just like, you eat, you drink, you breathe, and movement, humans are meant to move. And we've been doing this a lot. And now, because of this transport system, the technology, we become a couch potato as a nation, as in the world. There's less movement. So movement have always been, it's something you consume, you eat, and then, so you need to burn those calories. So movement, if you take it mathematically, calculation, or whatever, that needs movement. And so sadly, kind of movement has been become a topic now, whereas initially it was part of our life, and we never said movement because we moved from one place to another. There were less transports, So all that has changed. So yeah, that's the kind of movement to me is like breathing and eating and sleeping.
Man, so it's literally that core foundation towards what we need in life. Now, can you tell me about society and community? Where do you see us as a society right now in terms of movement and health? And also, what can we do in our society?
Yeah, so I think there's more kind of people are becoming more conscious at kind of movement, and any kind of movement, like, more than kind of common people who are not kind of introduced to sports from a young age. They're thinking walking. Walking is the simplest act of kind of movement, and people are becoming more conscious. So that's good, but there's more needs to be done. Like every day, how could you integrate? We're talking about this carbon footprint and stuff like that. And then you go out, even like athletes and runners, we are sometimes guilty because you do like a 10-mile run, and soon as you come back and then you say, you take your car to the nearest Tesco's. Why? Because we need that kind of change in our kind of, how we approach the movement. So for me, even I'm guilty of that. So I work in like a library just like a mile from my house, and sometimes, I do all my exercises and weather is great, but it doesn't take my car out, because it's easy. I want to get there in 5 minutes. It's going to take me 15 minutes to get there, nice and fresh. So I've changed, So that self-reflection is important. But as a community, I think we should encourage each other to say, oh, did you walk today? Where have you been? How many steps did you do? Something like that, so just to encourage.
I remember when I was living in America, and I used to go to the gym, and it used to be 5 minutes away, like 5-minute walk away. Yeah. And there's people in my place where I used to stay, they would drive to the gym and then do a 10-minute run as their warm-up. And I was like, why don't you just run the 3 minutes to the gym? Yeah. Use that as like 3 minutes of your warm-up and then do a 7-minute warm-up. Yeah. And it was just this, like you said, it's a cultural normal, the cultural norm is completely different. We expect to get to places easy. Why do humans always want the easy way? Like, do you know the answer to that? Why do we always want to? I don't want to move. Yeah. I just want to be sat down in my car to get to where I need. Like, why do we try and avoid it?
So for me, it's more than easy. It also might be the quickest way as well. It's there, and we're always in a hurry. And when we talk about movement, then we come about this mental well-being, mindfulness, and all that. We are always in a rush to get to something, to do something. And that extra 5 minutes or 10 minutes, that kind of, we use this for movement, you're much better, in a much better state. So if I walk that 15 minutes and I come and then open up my laptop, I'm in a much fresher state. Whereas I take this, the same drive 5 minutes, I'm all over, the traffic, and then someone kind of, honks and this, and then you come up in a much worse state. It's a false sense of economy or something like that, when you say, yeah. So people want, as you say, they want it faster and easier as well, but it's not actually easy in the long run.